So you didn't make the playoffs. Considering that only Truex, Boyer, Harvick, and Riley Bush got so many wins off their butts, it's not a big surprise. The regular season has been uninspiring, I'm not gonna lie. I did write several scripts halfway point, but due to sickness, it fell through. So with that all said and done, let's see who missed the chase, starting with Chevy, to Ford, then Toyota. Alright, let's get going, bitches! So McMurray finally missed the chase. I was wondering when was this gonna happen. He's been snatching those wildcard slots like I do with potato lays from Taco John's. Not sponsored. McMurray's last win came 5 years ago, and I don't think he has any more wins in the tank. Let me reiterate, McFlurry, you are done. The sooner Ganassi realizes it, the sooner you can disappear off the map like you do in the playoffs. By the way, is he getting the boot? He is? About time. Other than the top 10 out of their ass in Daytona at night, I'm not impressed with them this season. I mean, you only hired Ty Dillon, brother of Austin Dillon, to get rid of Schiller to give you more supplies to get rid of Gates Mears. I wouldn't blame if you did. However, this team is nothing more than a footnote. Other than 6 top 10s and a random 4th place finish at Daytona in 2014, this team has been forgettable. If they aren't running in the top 15, they're either running mid to back or pretty much do fuck all. Also, how the hell Geico is wanting to sponsor them through 2020? Seems that bad as that Cliff Davis contract with the Orioles. As much as I want to rail you and basically bitch and moan that they should have kept you in Xfinity for another year, I can't get really that mad. I mean, you won the Xfinity title last year and basically stunned everybody. While you won't likely get a win this season, it's understandable because, well, it's the Harvick, Truex, Busch show on repeat. Nothing really to bitch about. Like Suarez in the rookie year, I'm willing to give you a slide this time, but grace period ends at some point. I'll give you 2 to 3 years before that ends. This team screams mediocre. If they're not running a top 10 or top 5 out of their butts, they run mostly mid to rear. Then again, they did a double top 5 out of their asses at the night Daytona race. I just don't feel like this team's going to get another win anytime soon. Buescher's lucky to have 1 more year on his contract. Allmendinger has a contract through 2020, but some of the sponsors could leave after this season. If this happens, this team is fucked like Cleveland with LeBron leaving for LA. Relevant humor! You guys made the right call on cut McDowell. Nothing against this guy, it's just that he's too famous from his 2009 Texas crash. A one-hit wonder.
You surprise me to how shit you are.
Anyway, who'd you get? Really? This is your guy to get your first win? I hate to tell you this, but he's on the decline. He only got 2 wins in the last 4 years. When that happens, you know he's on the decline. Plus, he's 38 years old. I mean, his contract isn't that long, right?
No!
Seriously? How many drivers have retired in the last years? Like, 98 or something? This team is now a revolving door now. Also, good call, Kane. You guys continue the retirement tour for another driver that became too old for their own good. Last year was Michael Waltrip. And surprisingly, he got a top 10 out of it. So who'd you get next? Of course you would. You changed the number for 1 race, and how did you do?
Into the wall. Are you kidding me?
Yep. That's a fitting end to Danica's career. Funny enough, she also wrecked out in the Indy 500. Now she'll go wreck Aaron Rodgers' career now. As for team as a whole, you pretty much run rear of the field. This is why I can't take you guys seriously. Then again, I said the same to Furniture World Racing, and look how they turned out in 2017. Prove me wrong, premium! The Rocket Man might be running out of the field at this point of his career. Sure, he's a constant top 10 racer, but other than last year's finish win, he's been struggling to get a win. His exploration to RCR has been very underwhelming. Not only that, his polls in the last few years have been 0, with the last one being at New Hampshire in 2013. Newman's contract could be up this year, but considering he's multi-year, it could be next year would be his swan song. If that's the case, then he made the right call. If not, then I don't know when he'll retire, but his field tank is running on fumes now. 18 win might be his cap. Now, watch me be wrong and Newman gets another win in the chase. Damn, Bubba is good. I mean, he's gotta be doing good after that, right? You're telling me he only got a top 10 finish, and he's basically looking average. As much as I want to rail him, he's, like Byron, a rookie, and I can't get really that mad. RPM also switches from Ford to Chevy. Richard, you may be the king, but it's time for you to relinquish control over your team. Let someone else take over and lead the team to a new golden age. Otherwise, this team will flounder and fold in a few years. Me and Black Flag Matters doesn't want to see Bubba Wallace Jr. become a bust, you know. This team is new, and they are also absolute trash. First off, they got Derek Hope to run a few races. They also got Jeffrey Earnhardt to run full time. Let's see how he does. You release Earnhardt. You release Earnhardt. You release Jeffrey Earnhardt. This can't get any more laughable. Sometimes you shouldn't be the guy who goes. Nothing much to say about this team. They had Corey LaJoy and Cole Woods. They're backmarkers and that's it. Next! I knew that Talladega win came out of Reagan's ass. It's a shtick. Pulling a win or two out of his arse. I don't know why I just did that. With that said and done, this team is only a top 10 once in a blue moon. You kept bringing, but told Castle to fuck off. So who did you get in the 34 car? Are you serious? I just said this guy's a one-hit wonder. How the hell did he keep getting a job? I don't hate the guy, but god damn, does he have like a cross and a horseshoe up his ass? Front row, can you do something that is relevant, or are you just going to be getting more mediocre drivers to run for you? You had David Gilliland with you, and you had Castle. You're getting to a point where I might as well do a locale video on you. Yes, it's getting to that point. God. I would make a bun here. Make a bun? I would make a pun here, but I'm more mature than to make a stupid pun like go fast racing, more like go slow racing or something like that. This team had Terry Labonte on his farewell tour number 294, then he got his brother for a time before he fucked up to Europe. Now you have Matt Benedetto. Where is he now? He's approving? Well, that's decent. Oh, he's going? Well, never mind then. Oh, I've been waiting this for some time now. I've got something special for you guys. I really want to talk about them in Limerick Farm. Ross Fenway Racing are in a massive hole, with Stenhouse and Bain being a massive waste on payroll. The cars keep crashing and failing. To make matters worse, the fans are bailing. The gun head has seen enough. It's time to get someone that's still hot stuff. Enter Matt Kenseth, an old vet that lost the 20 car to a young lad. He thought his career was over and that would be sad. Jack Ross came to him and asked him, in the bar, do you want to return to me and run part-time in the 6 car? Kenseth agreed and made a surprise return. This got some people happy, but in turn made some people, including Bain, very stern. Even with this hiring, this team still looked very uninspiring. Bain's contract is running low, and when it runs out, he has to go. Then he'll stay for a few more years, and if he could get one more win, he's in the clear. Ryan Reed is getting more impatient, and time's running short. It's either keep Bain or give him the pink aboard. For Jack Roush, he's getting up there in age, and for me, it's time for him to exit the stage. The teams are in a massive disrepair. Pretty soon, they'll be needing one thing, a wheelchair. If I were Roush and I saw this lineup, I would only do one thing. Blow it up! After Ryan Blaney got you a win, Penske decides that he's ready and call him to the 12. In response, you need a new driver. And you got Paul Menard, bringing his sponsor, Menards. So how did he drove this time? So you're telling me that he nearly made the playoffs, and he drove well? I'm actually scared if he could do good. Please, Menard, do something good. You guys are cooked. Oh, let me count the ways on how cooked you guys are. The team's equipments are terrible. They are rotating drivers. They finished no better than 18th this year with JJ fucking Yaley. And the sponsors are only due to their owner being a Burger King franchisee. Here's why you guys are officially cooked. No pun intended. Several times. The Burger King franchisee, whose name is Ron Delphine, has run out of money and has filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, and is currently in court with Union Bank Trust. If he loses, bye-bye BK Racing. Oh, earlier than expected. So who got the equipment? They really want me to eat those words with a side of fries, don't they? The Mexican driver is okay, but he hasn't gonna win. Jones gotta win. Larson gotta win. Elliott gotta win. Where's your win? I'm giving you till 2020 to get a win. If not, there might be problems between you and Gibbs. Don't be a Yaley, Suarez.